Hey planner peeps, welcome back to Ashley's Way with Words. Today I have an unboxing for a cloth and paper order that I received maybe a couple weeks ago, and then the November subscription box. So I'm just going to go ahead and get right into it. So this was a very small order that I received. This was an item in a past subscription box. I'm not sure which one it was. It was something from earlier this year, but I wanted this fold out. I don't know what this is called, but it's a vellum type of material where you can see various, maybe I should say sayings or notes of that type on here. And what I plan to do with this is use this as a decorative element in my, currently I know I want to use it as a decorative element in my CP Petite. So this definitely came in the September subscription box. That was like one of my top faves. I did not get all of the subscription boxes from this year, but the plan is to use this. I will tear off the perforated edges, and then use this as a decorative element in my CP Petite. And then I got this, oh no, this came as part of it too. I was getting confused. So that is that. This was an extra element piece that was a part of that. And then I also ordered the CP Petite sized, I forget what they called this, but I want to say it was Identity Dashboard. So this came in the the September subscription, but since I still had it as a half letter, I received that size, but I wanted this size for my CP Petite. So that is what came in that order. I'm just going to slide this back in. And then of course, probably won't be able to see it, but there's like a little small green sticker that came with it as well. And yeah, so that was that order. And then to round it off, this was the sticker sampler that you received, I think, when you ordered in the month of October. So I'm pretty sure you can't see this. I'm looking for something kind of dark. Okay, there you go. So let's see. Yeah, you can see that. So those are just the alpha letters that you can use to decorate something. Okay, so that rounds out my small order that I had in the month of October. Love it. I am in the process of trying to build out my CP Petite because that's not a size that I thought that I would like. But when I got it in the September subscription box, I fell in love with it. And so now I want to build out stuff. So obviously the main event is the November subscription box. I have opened it up previously just to make sure contents were in it, and honestly because I was impatient. So just a little bit about this box as I get into it. I mistakenly thought that, just give me a moment while I pull this out of the packaging. Okay, so I mistakenly thought that I had received this box, or it was delivered last week. So I stalked my postman. I even went to him and asked him, hey, did you make a mistake in your delivery of my package? And he, assured me that he had delivered an item. To make a long story short, what ended up happening is my husband had ordered something from a very similar location close to Richmond. I received the tracking number in my email where I track informed delivery for USPS, and it said that it was delivered on the day before I asked the postman about, where's my package. So I saw that. So I confused my husband's delivery with mine because I was thinking that my box was misplaced or whatever in the mail, but it wasn't. So it did not ship until this week. So I finally got my package this week. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. That was an interesting story, and how first world problems can make themselves appear. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into these items because it is quite a bit in this box. So first we have the journaling card that shows the inspiration behind it. So this is the curator image. I do like this, what do you call it? Mood board, I guess you will, of it. And yeah, so this is the what's in your box. I'm going to put that right there so I can see it as we go through the items, so I can say what they are correctly. All right, first up we have the Eclipse bookmark. It has a letter design, and when I saw it, I'll just be honest, I'm not crazy about this, and mainly because I have a condition where looking at certain patterns, it makes my skin crawl. And to be honest, this is one of those things. So I reached out to one of my good friends who is also into stationery like me, and I have since promised to deliver this to her. So yeah, I'm going to put that aside for her, but this is the bookmark that probably will be pretty popular from this subscription box, but it's just not for me. So I'm going to set that to the side. Let me put it back on its packaging so she can get it like new. So we got that. Then the start of the new journaling cards for each month, calendar monthlies. So it's now coming on a vellum business sized card, and I like this. It can go in your planners, or you can set it up on your display on your desk, whatever suits your fancy. So we like that. We will keep that. Let me do this. It's hard for me to pick up some stuff. Okay, so then next, this says draft your year with purpose like a curator. So let's take it out of the shiny packaging because I know it's hard to see on camera. So this is a vellum that has an image. It's a chair. It looks like it's a chair next to a window, and some coordinates, which I'm pretty sure are the coordinates for Cloth and Paper headquarters. And this says Blueprint Edition Annual Design. Start here. This planner is your workspace. Every page is a place to sketch out what matters most. With each choice, you're blocking time, shaping plans, and building the year you want to live. Design it to reflect your vision, your pace, your priorities. So I won't do anything with this item, but this can be a decorative piece. So I'll just hold it off as something that I might use as a decorative element at some point. Okay, so I was excited about these stickers right here. Sorry, I got a little loud. You can hear the excitement in my voice. So when I first saw these during the sneaks, I did not pick up on the fact that they had a sheen to them. So these are bar stickers. They have a metallic finish on them, and they are transparent, and I cannot wait to use this in my planning. I can't wait. So the text on here, you're not going to be able to read it, maybe a portion of it, but obviously it's cut off by the sizing of the different stickers. So I think it's all the same. You get 4 sets in that. So yep, I am excited about those stickers. And then I also was excited about these sticky notes. So you have a square page flag set. This one has a sheen to it as well. So I'm just going to peel off one. and show you all what it's looking like. And then you have this. This reminds me of the color, the background color reminds me of what, when I was in school or grade school, we called it cornbread paper. It has that kind of look to it. It doesn't feel like it. Obviously, it's transparent. Well, I won't say obviously. These two are transparent, and then this black one is matte. So we have that one, which I probably did not need to do that with. But here is how these stickers look. So like I said, I was really excited to get these, well, mostly this one, but you can definitely use all of them for functional. Probably this one more so for a decorative element. And I'm the type of person that I will cut this up. I'll cut these into whatever shape or size that I need for my planning. So that is that one. All right. And then we have, this is label stickers. So gift tags. So let's see how many you get. You get 4. So the way that this works is it's a rectangular box and they peel up like this, and they are, I believe you call it embossed. I don't know the difference between embossed and debossed. And I'm going to stand up once again just to see if I can, it's not picking up on the, yeah, it's difficult to see the, so right here it says to, right here it says from, and then cloth and paper. So it's definitely not picking up in the camera, but you can for sure, if you got the box, then you can definitely see it in person. Okay, this is the other item that I was also excited to receive, and I was on the fence about whether or not I was going to skip this box, but this is the one that made me decide that I'm gonna go ahead and get it. And I am happy that I got this box. So this is a CP Petite sized graph. They're calling it an inverted graph notebook, which, to be honest with you, I don't know why it's called inverted. Maybe because the flaps here. I'm not sure what the reasoning is for it, but I am intrigued with these black pages that have the grid layout, as the name implies. One thing that I noticed when I was doing my check with it last night that I'm not a fan of, well, it's 2 things I'm not a fan of with this. So I'll start with the obvious. Like, this gives me the heebie-jeebies, so I will be covering this up with some type of decorative element because I can't look at that for a long period of time. The other thing that I noticed is that this page right here, it does not, so let me see if I put it down. It makes it get a hump right here, and I'm not feeling that. So it has to do with, I don't know why right here this comes all the way up. I don't know, maybe it's just to make sure that it's really adhered to the graph paper, but this kind of drives me crazy a little bit. So when I start to use it, I probably, to be honest with you, just because of how this lays kind of odd, in an odd way, like even starting over here, I won't be able to use the first few pages of this notebook, which is what I'm trying to say. So there are a lot of pages in here. It does not specify the count. Oh, look at that. Let's see if I can get it in the camera. So we have a tear here, or yeah, there's a tear right here, which I wouldn't have used that page anyhow, but that's just interesting to see. So I still like the notebook, but it's just a few things that, of course, that I noticed. And then even the binding is starting to wear away. And I haven't even used this thing yet. So I'll just set that right there. And then, okay. So then we also have a letter stickers sampler. Let's see if I can get into this. What am I doing wrong? Okay, here we go. Now I got a little concerned last night. I didn't open this up last night. Okay, there we go. So it's a repeat of what I got in October. I'm just trying to make sure it's how many stickers they say are in here. Oh, yeah. So the color on this is concrete. Oops, sorry. It's concrete. So I have two of these now. So one that came in the subscription box and then one that came in the October order that I placed. And I believe my order was kind of either mid to late October. So I don't know if this was the original sampler that you received with October orders, but I did place my order, like I said, mid to end of October. Okay, so this is a little bit of a peek into the December intention box. So I did watch the live that they did on Thursday, and they showed us some sneaks. And I know one of the stickers that they showed, or elements that they showed, it did have this color blue. This looks like a filing system. So looking at what they've done traditionally, it's usually like a catch-all box to kind of archive your items from the year. So I think we can expect more of the same. And then I'm not sure what this is. These look like, okay, so to me, they look like a vessel to hold like little small film strips. I could be wrong, but if I had to guess, that's what it's kind of looking like to me. So I'll probably go ahead and, well, I don't know. I do like to look ahead to see what is coming with subscription boxes, just so I'll know that I'm not buying something where I'm not going to use most of it. Okay, so this is not included in the subscription box. This is an item that I added to the order. I have plans for these raised sticker sheets. So when I first saw them, I definitely was intrigued, but I was like, I'm not moved enough to make a purchase. However, that has since changed. Let's make sure all the stickers are, oh, okay, because I was getting a little worried because I was like, aren't they supposed to come with dots and bars? So here we go. Yeah, because I was like, what I have plans for real, are these bars. I'm sorry. They're really, okay, so they were stuck to the little thing that it was on. So if you're watching this video, you may not have seen these raised stickers before, but I am excited about this. Okay, so let me show you what little small plans I do have for it. So let me make sure I'm not showing something from my CP Petite that I want to hold close to my chest for right now, literally and figuratively. Okay, so it doesn't have the, okay, so I do have something here. I'm going to cover it up with the, here we go. So what I plan to do is, and now I'm looking at this, I thought these came in like varying bar sizes, but it's just one. So if you notice here, I have this tealish, sage greeny looking sticker where I want to use a raised sticker on top to like give it a different element. That's what I plan on using these raised stickers for. So in instances where I have a dot sticker, I'll use, of course, the dots. And then for elongated bars or strips, I will use the bar. So that's what I want to use it for, just to give it a different look for planning or documenting or what have you. So I'm just gonna slide this back in, sneak this back in. Okay, and then Let me do this first. So then the pens in the, I was gonna say in the kit, in the subscription that we got. So I know we did get a pen that is useful on particularly the black stickers and the inverted notebook. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see, I've already seen, you know, their demonstrations online, but I want to see how does this pen feel writing on a matte surface. Okay. Okay. It's not bad. It's really thick. So this is a pigment ink. Not sure of the brand. Oh, Bayoki, and it is called a highlighter. Interesting. It says highlighter right here, and it is a 1.0, so it's pretty thick. So I may need to find something that's a little bit thinner. Uh-oh. Let's see. Let's move that off of there. Oh my goodness. So it writes pretty good. This is really, really, really thick. Like I like a smaller, this isn't even a nib, but pinpoint. I do prefer that, but it probably feels better. You know what? Let me go ahead and test it out in here. Like I said, this one will be like, I don't know. So it's not, maybe it's how I'm writing, but it doesn't seem to be always consistent because for one, we have this hump. So let's say that's interference, but then also I'm seeing skips. It skips a little bit. So I may have to find an alternative pen that works well with this, and it does smear. So we have a little bit of a smear test here. You can see that 3. Let me see if you can see. Right here, you can see that it smeared a little bit. So yeah, I'll see if I can find an alternative for that, but let's see how this pen writes. Not sure what we can use. Okay, so let me break into the main event. So I didn't mention that. So the main event for the November subscription box for Cloth and Paper is the spiral notebook. Now, admittedly, I'm not in the market for like elevated spiral notebooks, to be honest with you. So depending on the other contents of the November subscription box will determine whether or not, you know, for future November subscriptions, if I will even get that subscription box. Okay. All right. So we have the frosted cover. I'm seeing a little bit of, let's see. I'm seeing some specs on here. I'm not going to go over that. I mean, I'm not going to go over that because like I said, I wasn't really in the neighbor. I wasn't shopping for a spiral notebook, but here's what it is. So this page is more of like a bluish, has a bluish tint to it that describes what layouts you will get in it. You have your this page belongs to. You have your year at a glance, which this paper is more of an ecru kind of creamy color, contrasting with this. I don't know what the idea is behind that, but it is a contrast. And then it seems to get a little bit more creamier. So here's where it starts off with the month. And it has a quote from James Oppenheim. So I fell in love with the monthly dividers or cover pages that came in the 2025 offerings from Cloth and Paper. And I'm interested to see whose quotes are included here. I actually enjoyed the layout of it better than this new kind of scaled down layout. But what I can appreciate about this is you can add something here as a decorative element, whereas with the other layout, it was kind of limited because it filled the whole page. So just to do kind of like another example. So on the back of the cover page, you have a section for notes for the month. You can lay out 8 goals that you have for the month, any important dates that you have. You have a finance section here, what your priorities are, and then a checklist, like an extra checklist. And then going into your monthly layout. So this is an A5 size, if I'm not mistaken. Again, I'm not in the, I'm not shopping for this. So, you know, for me, it is what it is. They have chosen to include the holidays here, which, to be honest with you, I am a proponent of keeping things clear so people can add what they want and not have to remove it, but that's just me. Here is additional notes, 2 pages. And then you go into a horizontal weekly. I am a vertical girly, or a full page. I'm not a horizontal person. That's not to say that I wouldn't see what I can do with this notebook, because this one I will keep because it's a notebook. But yeah. So another thing is I'm a strictly Sunday start person. I did work with a Monday start weekly in another planner last year, and it drove me crazy because my mind just goes to Sunday start. So to be honest, if I actually use this notebook, I will use it like probably a notebook and not a true to its word planner. In addition to the weekly horizontal, you have a section here to add some additional notes. You have a checklist on the right-hand side, some more areas where you can add a list of things, and then a very small calendar in the bottom. Now this says, oh, because the horizontal is laid out Monday to Sunday. So again, that calendar, I couldn't do anything with it. What's interesting to me is where they've chosen to put this, because this interferes with this section right here. Let's see. I don't know where else they could have put this little calendar, but I would much rather, if I really, really wanted this, I would much rather have the full line go from here to here. So I'm just going to do a quick test of how this pen writes. So this is a zebra, and that's all that it says. So I don't know what size or anything like that. Let's see if, oh, I know what I did with it. Left it in here. Yeah, it doesn't describe the pens. So anyway, let's see. And since I said I'm going to keep it, I don't care. I'll go ahead and scribble something here. Okay. It writes really nice. I do like the way that it writes, but it's kind of, I don't know, it's weird. It's like weighty, but light at the same time. I don't know if I'm going to grab for this pen necessarily all the time. Probably not, but I'll just put it in my little pen package. Okay, let's get this thing, keep this thing moving. So what's new in this subscription box for November are, they have a set of dashboards that you can add to your notebook, excuse me, to your planner. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take this out. I wasn't going to take it out, but I know that the shininess is a problem. The glare is a problem. So you can use this as a way to change up the look of your planner, to cover it up. And one thing that they pointed out during the release of this is that these are intentional these letters that are showing up, which I don't know if it's showing up in the camera, they're intentional because it's supposed to mark the beginning, the first letter of each month. So January, February, all the way through to December. So, I mean, that's cool. It's not, for me, it's not earth shattering. And then they also included a set of, oh my gosh, monthly dividers. So again, if I was in the market, that's the word I've been looking for this whole time. If I was in the market for, and I was really gung-ho and excited about this spiral notebook, this would be like so cool, everything to me, but it's nice. I probably will add all of these elements to this spiral bound planner just for the sake of the fact that I don't want them to be randomly somewhere. So I'll just go ahead and close that, put it to the side. And then they were also nice enough to send over some additional blank notes pages for your spirals. So if you want, I don't know how many are here, I'm not going to count it, but if you needed more notes pages, then they included this as well to supplement what you have. So overall, I'm not mad at, you know, this purchase. It is pretty cool. And I will be honest, still my hands down fave item that I received, or a subscription box, which I only received 2 this whole year. Because I jumped on the bandwagon kind of late. September holds a near and dear space in my heart. So that's my girl. I'm sticking beside her. And this, my planner peeps, is a culmination, not this, a culmination of the November. I'll throw this one in here, even though I'm going to kindly gift it to my friend. November subscription box. So I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. With these, whenever I do get them, I will add in my 2 cents about each of the products, what I think about them, in some cases, how I plan to use them. Just because the whole reason why I started my YouTube page was to just put my voice out there into the ether of what, and contribute to what other people who have similar stationery, who are enthusiasts about stationery. So I just want to add my voice to the chorus that is out there. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing and you are having a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening when you tune into this. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.